Hey everybody, it's Dr. Dane, and I'm sitting here with longtime patients of mine, Rod and Sherry Stem. And Rod, you've been actually completed 8 weeks to wellness for how long now?
I completed it 3 months ago.
Yep. So you've been a patient back in the office. You were a patient of mine a long time ago in the other office, but
Correct.
You found your way back to us because of neck pain.
Neck pain and lack of mobility.
Yep. And then when you had your wellness score done, we kind of took a look at your blood work and some of the other stuff. We recognized that it wasn't just your mobility in your neck, but we needed to make some other changes with your health. So you decided to commit to 8 weeks to wellness, and I want you to share what was it that really drove you to make that decision that, hey, you know what, I need to do something about my health.
I wasn't able to move around what I used to be able to do, and do things that I forgot that I used to be able to do. Starting to get up out of the chair and having to help yourself up in your general movements. I didn't have it anymore.
One of the things I remember is you told me you were dizzy a couple
Dizzy?
times getting up, which kind of made me a little concerned.
I had trouble reaching my shoes and putting socks on. I didn't have the mobility that I had, and I needed to get it back. I had short arms and still couldn't reach my
Right.
feet right. So
And Cher, as his wife, what did you notice with Rod?
He's talking about mobility. He couldn't bend his knees. He couldn't bend over, and he was just not choosing. He was choosing not to do a lot of activities because he didn't have any mobility.
Right. And we always like to say the ultimate stiffness is called rigor mortis, right?
Yeah.
So that's not a good. That's not a good place to be. And what else? I mean, one of the things you just shared. How much weight have you lost in the past 6 months?
53 pounds, something like that.
Wow.
I don't know exactly because my scale at home and the scale here is all different, but according to the records, it's like 52 pounds.
And I know, like, everything, your labs have improved, your mobility's improved, your posture's really different, right? That's one thing I've noticed.
My neck doesn't bother me. I used to get shoulder pains. I still don't have full range of motion on my shoulders, but I guess never will have it. It's probably something that genetically I've never been able to put the bar behind my back very far. But
Sure.
I'm back further than what I used to be able to.
Do you know how much weight you've lost? How many inches you've lost off your waist? Because that's something that I've really noticed.
I'm down 2 pant sizes. I guess I've lost 5, maybe 6 inches off my waist.
I know after 8 weeks to wellness, you had lost almost 4 inches. Just after the program, you lost 4 inches of visceral fat.
There's still more to go, but
Right, but we're moving in the right direction.
yes.
One of the things I love about my job is these interviews and these testimonials, because people's quality of life really can change for the better. And I think it's the people around them. Like, I want people as they age to be a blessing to the people around them, to their family and to their kids, to their grandkids, and not a burden. And I find that many people with their health are becoming a burden because either they're in a nursing home or they can't take care of themselves, or they require a lot more care from their loved ones. So maybe you can just share a little bit about how you've seen a change in Rod in terms of, him, becoming more independent and being able to do more.
I think one of the biggest things is the activities that he does with our grandson, with Jackson. Just a couple weeks ago, he ended up having to take him into a lake to swim, and he was able to keep up with a 4-year-old. And I never thought, last year, there's no way he would have been able to do that. That's one thing. All the activities, all the things we do at home. I mean, we still take care of our house inside and out. And it was a chore for him to go out and do yard work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's part of our exercise. We do it together. He's able to do it. And he's always finding, look, I can do this now, and I couldn't do that before. With our camping, same thing. He couldn't bend down very easily. He had to use a helper thing all the time to get under the camper and move things. Not anymore. He can bend and do everything. He can walk up and down the steps without having to pull himself up. Not to interrupt, but he never showed that he was proud of himself about anything except his work. And to be able to see him be proud of the accomplishments that he made here, it just makes me smile.
Yeah, it makes me smile too, Sharon. I know a lot of other people are proud of you too, Rod, because I know you've been hearing it from everybody what happened to Rod, because, you know, anytime you lose 55 pounds, Rod, people are going to notice.